Hello, Facebook ads people. I'm Konstantinos, and this is the Facebook ads breaking news podcast. Hello, guys. This is podcast number 77, and we're here today. We have a lot of your questions for today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages of your questions. So we do have a lot of your questions. The other topics that we're going to cover today is something that I found about some automated rules that Meta is actually adding on the ad accounts with force, and the way to be able to actually remove them. And the other thing is how the results are doing so far now for the previous month and for this month. And I want to talk about a discussion that I had with one e-com owner from the ad accounts that I manage with a discussion about average results and how we manage the ad accounts and stuff. Because some people, they just want to go and touch this and touch that and they ruin the results, and this is not okay. So, first of all, let's start with the main thing, which is the thing that I want to say. First of all, let's start with the performance so far. The performance, guys, for the previous month, I want to be honest, and I'm not getting a lot of messages of stress from people, so I do guess that you also had a good month. It was medium to good. June was medium to good. This month so far, these days, they are pretty good, I must say, and they're good results, which is following the pattern from the previous year that we had good results on June and July, and August was also really good. So pretty good results, pretty good solid scaling on ad accounts and everything. So I think that on this we are covered, and based on what I hear also on the inner circle from people that they are also freelancers, they manage several accounts, they also do well. And I'm doing also less consulting calls, which is an indication for me, unless if people are leaving, but I don't think that people have left yet for vacation, because I'm getting a lot of inquiries to work in ad accounts, which is also an indication, because most of the times people send me messages when their ad accounts are doing well and they want to scale, rather than when the ad accounts are doing bad. So I'm guessing that it's also a good period for all. Jonathan, also my best friend, is telling me that it's a good period for him too. So we're in a good period, thank God. It took us several months over here of misery and drama, and at least we're having some good period where we can actually relax a little bit. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Meta thing with the automated rules. So I was watching some of my other accounts, and I was seeing that this ad set is closed, and I was saying, why did I close this ad set? And I couldn't understand. Then I got mad and I said, okay, let me go and watch the logs. On the right side, on the sidebar, you have a clock. You can see, based on the period of time that you're going to add there, which has made the ads and which has done any changes to them and so on. So I went and checked there, and I saw, I was expected to see the owner so that I can say, if you touch the ad account again, I'm going to leave and stuff. But no, it wasn't any owner. It was just Meta having some automated rules about consolidation, about enhancements, and all of that. So I was looking at it, and then I was going to all of my ad accounts, checking daily, which is a lot of hours of checking daily if the automated rules have been activated again, because I was turning them off, deleting them, and they were coming back. So I couldn't find a solution. I was talking with one of my students, Matt, and then we were optimizing on Chosen 5 on the daily level, and then I could see that, this ad set was closed, this ad set was closed. I got mad. I tell him, why did you close this? Why did you do this? He says, I don't know. And then I tell him, check the log. Let's see when you did that, so that we can try to understand why he has done it. And then we see automated rule. And I said, okay, sorry, it's not your fault. Okay, let's see the automated rules. Meta is doing that. And he says, I remember one day, one stupid Meta rep actually told me to go and go into the account overview, as you can see here on the print screen. And over here you can see that it has this performance recommendation, and he told me enable automatic adjustment on this, enable automatic adjustment on this. So this is actually creating the automated rules. The only way for you to actually manage and leave them is if you see on the top of the performance recommendation, there is a cogwheel over there, and this cogwheel over there, if you click it, it pops up this window that says manage automatic adjustments. And if you turn it off and you apply changes, most of the times it also deletes the automated rules. Sometimes it keeps them there, but the truth is that you're not going to see them over again. Now, if you go there and you still have automated rules coming to your Meta account, but you cannot find this kind of setup, the other way to find it, because today that I was video shooting the video to show to all of the people and do it as a normal video into my YouTube channel, I couldn't find this thing, while I could find it 3 days ago over there when I was preparing the content for the videos or the content for the podcast. And then I went to the place that we have the rules. On the right side next to the trash bin, you have one drop down, it says rules. Manage rules, it pops up a new window, and over there you could see on the top it says rule for recommendation are now automatically automatic adjustments. Manage automatic adjustments you've already set up or create new ones in our account overview. And I clicked on this one, and then it took me back to the area that I could see the performance recommendations, and I was able to click the cogwheel. So if you have automated rules and you cannot see it, this is the way to go there and just turn it off, apply changes, toggle off the button, enable automatic adjustments, just remove it, and just you're just going to be saved from this stupid setting of having automated rules. I don't like automated rules. I like to go every day and optimize my ad accounts. Later on, if there is any good AI that I will create or someone else with their knowledge and stuff and it's working well, maybe we can go there. But as of now, I think that I also enjoy my job. It's obvious from the fact that I'm doing the podcast, the videos and stuff. You have to understand that the YouTube channel is doing well because I enjoy what I do. It's not always about the money. The money are following with your success, but mostly is when you actually like what you're doing. So I do enjoy doing optimization. For me, it's not the problem. It's my joy to go every day and play. That's why I'm showing you ad accounts, because this is my daily routine. I just go in the ad accounts and I see things and then I say, okay, this would be a nice video to show to people and all of that. So this is what we are going to focus on, showing these videos, of course, that you really love, and you really tell me that you love them. And this is how I do Facebook ads, with watching daily and monitoring, and this is how I will continue. So most probably I will never in my life use automated rules for something. Even for something that is scheduled to happen, I will just do it manually, or I will tell to my employee do it manually or whatever. But I like to work on all of the other accounts that I manage personally. Maybe I'm not going to do the workload, upload or create some ads because of the time, which is limited, but for sure I'm going to do the optimization to all of my other accounts myself. I haven't trained anyone to do it. I know I'm not going to scale, blah, blah, blah. I know I cannot have an agency, blah, blah, blah. But this is what I enjoy to do. I don't want to have an agency with 20 people that they know how to optimize ad accounts. I want to have maybe 20 people that they do ads, but I optimize the accounts. Anyway, it's fine. We all pick the things that we like to do, and we're being criticized for this. I know that I will never be able to scale, but don't forget that I have also students that I can work 50-50 on other accounts and stuff. So who knows, maybe later I will scale even more, but still I'm not making a small amount of money. I do whatever I want, whenever I want, I buy whatever I want. Yeah, my life is totally fine, so I will keep doing it like this. And I hope that you will be with me in this journey, liking all of the content. One thing that I wanted to say, now that we talk about YouTube channels, guys, a lot of times we have said about other people on other channels that we don't like I don't like their content and stuff, and I feel like it's repetitive and they don't show accounts and stuff. I told you that I have that I like Ben Heath. I think that it wouldn't be nice to criticize Ben Heath because he has so much following and all of the people following. But I do believe that he doesn't go really deep to what he shows. It's more on a basic learning level, and I do believe that a lot of people can learn with Ben Heath and they can go even deeper with my channel. But I have to give credits to one guy that I have found recently. His name is John Loomer. Obviously, I'm not going to do a huge open. I have never met him, by the way, but he has a very good newsletter that he's sending daily videos of things that he has seen and all of that. And just because I don't want to be only negative to others, we have to be also positive to the ones that they actually deserve it. And John Loomer, you can go to johnloomer.com or Google him, you will find him. Subscribe to his newsletter. He's having very good daily videos about things. He's doing his own tests and all of that. And I think that it's a very good newsletter if you want to stay updated. I'm part of other newsletters which started really well and they didn't do really well at the end. They just became worse and worse. But this one is always, in a very good level, good speeds, good level of 1 minute video every day, not spamming you, just pure information. I really like it, and just because I think that the whole thing over here is not about me, but about becoming better on Facebook ads in general. johnloomer.com. Go and subscribe to his newsletter about daily videos. You will get one video every day. I have never met the guy. I hope that I will meet him in the future, but I don't think that he has a YouTube channel, to be honest with you. But I think that for a lot of people that they like Facebook ads like me, this is a valuable thing. And if I find anything else which is valuable and it's going to be vetted for 1 or 2 months so that I can know that I really like it, I will let you know. Before we go to your questions, one thing that happened today. I had a very good discussion with one of my clients about average results. He came to me and he said, dude, this campaign is not doing well, this ad set, you have to close them. The reply was this: don't interfere in the way that I optimize. I can explain to you whatever you want, just understand that you cannot apply pressure to me. One of the good things that I have when people work with me is that I'm not afraid of them. Why? Because I don't care if they will fire me or not. I'm going to express my opinion or not. Someone who is dependent on your money is being afraid of you, and if you tell them close this and stuff, they will try to close it so that they can please you. Facebook ads is not about pleasing you. Facebook ads is about the results that you're going to have. And if I'm going to have an argument with you, so be it. And if you fire me, so be it. I'm going to express my opinion. And this is why I have people in corporations for many years, for people that they pay me a lot of money, just because I'm not afraid of them and I'm going to express my opinion. So I came to him and I told him, even if you pressure me, even if you do whatever you want to do, I'm not going to do it if I don't believe in it. So, of course, we are all humans. If someone is sending you messages every day, eventually he's going to get into your head. That's why I wanted initially to tell him that don't do that, because maybe I will be in a very bad day that I haven't slept well because of the baby and stuff, and then I will not be so strong and composed. I will be more vulnerable, and I will do a change that I wouldn't do in a normal situation. But because we are humans, okay, I'm not a machine. I told him that, look, you have to understand that when we are operating and we want to scale, if you're just doing that and you're touching campaigns all the time, even if they don't do well and you don't watch the average results, then eventually you're going to end up scaling up to 100K and then back to 50K, 60K, then again that. If you want to go to 300K, 400K, as I have proved with case studies, because all of this is proven, okay, it's not just theory. It's proven with videos and results and stuff. I was lucky enough to actually monitor with videos the 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and not before happening, while it was happening. So I did 3 months, then 3 months passed, I did 6 months, then 6 months passed, I did 1 year of results, and you were able to see the progress of these accounts. This happened because I was watching average results, among other things that we discussed, like using different angles on creatives and all of that, so that you're not going to cannibalize. Go watch my daily loop theory. So the thing is that you need to understand that if you have, for example, a campaign that operates with 2.5 and your average ROAS is 3.5, you're going to keep this campaign. When are you going to remove this campaign? When you're going to have bad results for 2-3 days, then you can start removing one. If you have bad results for 2-3 days, but across all of my ad accounts I'm having bad results, I'm going to be more flexible. I'm going to keep my ads for more days without touching them. There is one undeniable truth, something that I have seen to other accounts that I go and to my students from the mentorship programs. The less you touch the ad accounts, the better it is. Of course, you always need to think, if I touch an ad account, if I touch an ad, what do I have to win? If it's a bad campaign which I need to optimize, the worst case scenario is that I will close it because I failed to optimize it. The best case scenario is that I will be able to fix it. But if you go in a campaign and you see, for example, over there that I'm having 3 ad sets, one of them is having 1.2 ROAS, the other one is having 2.3, and there is another one which has 3.4. This, in average, let's say based on different spends, it's actually giving me a 2.8 ROAS. And my break-even ROAS is 2, so with 2.8 I'm happy. Why would I go and close the 1.2 and 2.3 while I'm having 2.8 ROAS, which is good for me? Why would I go and close it? What do I have to win? Just to have a better ROAS campaign? So what? This is not going to help me scale. If I have only one campaign, then yes, I will try to go and fix it. But if I'm having over there many campaigns and I'm operating there with many campaigns, some of those are going to be the volume and some of those are going to be the good ROAS campaigns. And the more you understand that and the more you calibrate your mind towards that, then you're going to be able to scale. If you go and you say, okay, I'm going to kill this, or I'm going to fix this and that, which is also another problem with people that they meet me initially, because we do CB optimization and advanced optimization. It doesn't mean that you have to go every day and do it just because you like it. I also like to do it, but I do it in a more composed way, because I really like to always think before doing something. So do I have to win something? What am I going to lose in case that I'm wrong into my optimization? Okay, let's put them on a scale. Let's try to see which one makes more sense. That's the way that you need to operate. Also, when you go into another account and you make a change, always keep in your mind that you might be wrong and you might start a chain of events. When you go in a campaign, even if you have one ad set having bad ROAS and the others are having good and the average results is good, this is not influencing you, because if you're getting in average results the results that you want, that means that the other campaigns that are good, they are having more spend from the bad one, but you have a balance over there. There's no point of going into a lake which is really calm, a tranquility lake, and just throw a rock it will go back to calm, but you don't know, maybe you're going to cause so many problems and you're just going to close the whole campaign. So when you do something, it might cause the chain event of different things that are going to happen in the other account, and maybe it's going to ruin. So what's the point if I have something working in average to go and just close one ad set just because I don't like the ROAS that it has, while the average results are there? Still, I'm getting what I want. Do you understand? If you think like the way that I think, you will be able to scale. If not, you will just have ups and downs. You will scale. The moment you will start touching everything again because you want to make it better, you will go down again and again and again, and you will do that until the point that you are not going to be able to do it just because the competition is going to catch up, just because it's not going to be a trending product anymore, or whatever that may be. So that's all the thing about the average results that I wanted to cover. I think that it's very important to start understanding. I have videos, of course, on YouTube that I show how to optimize, and all of my optimization is based on that. But the same way that you're treating one campaign with average results and you don't touch it, the same way you're treating also another account with average results between the campaigns, so that you're not going to have issues. Now, if the results are bad, you can start removing one from the worst ones, another one from the worst ones. Is it stabilized? Okay, let's stay there. Let's try to push a little bit more, and so on. But you are always operating with average results, and if something is having less ROAS, it's fine as long as the average results is there and it's not ruining your average results. Because this owner was asking me, but if you keep doing that, you will get worse ROAS. No, because I'm watching the average results. The only thing that I can control is the average results, because this campaign, and you have seen it, Facebook is not a stable platform. It's an unstable platform. So this campaign is going to have good results one day, the other day bad. Good results one day, the other bad. We're watching last 7 days. Then we're having delayed reporting. We're having all of these issues with less reporting also in Meta and stuff. So what is the only thing that is the most stable? The average results. The average results of all of the campaigns is the most stable number that we can see within the Ads Manager. So this is the one that we can follow. And of course, this is not going to hurt us, because even if we have bad campaigns and the average is good, if the average starts dropping, we will start removing from the bad ones, so that we can fix our average results again. So no, it's not going to hurt us. Anyway, that's my mindset. This is how I have done it, and I have proof for all of this to my videos. That's all. Let's go to your questions, because we have a lot to cover. Hey, bit of a side question, but have you noticed on the flexible format I'm getting no actual asset breakdown on those that are achieving conversions, unlike DCT where we did? Pretty annoying. There's a bug right now from dynamic creative ads, the breakdown. You cannot see the creative asset anymore on the breakdowns. You can see all the other breakdowns from text and stuff, but you cannot see it. I think it's a bug and it's going to be fixed. Yeah, I also have it on my other accounts. I think it's a bug. I think that there's no way that they're giving the flexible option and they're not. By the way, the flexible option is on sales, but they still keep the dynamic ads, I think, on some things like traffic or other things, even on lead gen, I think, but I'm not sure. But for sure they keep the dynamic and stuff. I think that they should remove it everywhere. They just put flexible if they want to put it. Anyway, I told you that for flexible we will talk about it in the future, but I haven't done any serious testings about it. Maybe in the future I will just try to see others burned with it. Most of the times new features from Meta, they have problems like the problem that we mentioned, so I'm going to wait a little bit on it. I'm doing some tests already, but nothing really massive. Hello Konstantinos, your knowledge is greatly appreciated by all of us. Thank you guys. Would this problem be solved with look like triple whale? Are the sales delayed also in Shopify's dashboard? Thanks. Okay, he's referring to my last video about delayed reporting from from checkout to purchase. And basically what I was saying in the video is that you need, because we have delayed reporting, you need to watch your checkout purchase ratio. For example, if in all of your ad account in different campaigns you have every 2 checkouts 1 purchase, it's important to actually know that in the new campaign that you have done, maybe you see 4 checkouts 1 purchase. That means that you are expecting for some sales to come because it's a new campaign. This is pretty standard, and this is how I optimize. So if you have an ad set which has 5 purchases and in the ad account you're getting every 2 purchases 1 sale, then that means that I will give it more time because I'm expecting for some sales to come instead of closing it super fast. Now, with triple whale, you can get an indication. So I really like to see triple whale in terms of getting some info, but not influencing my final decision. It's just another info in the equation of my head of what am I going to do with an ad set or an ad. So in triple whale, you can see, okay, I'm seeing 5 purchases. Do I actually have sales? Yes, but maybe the sales are never going to be reported. You know my opinion about triple whale, that these are amazing tools that you can use for many reasons, like knowing lifetime value, retention rates, and for subscription models and all of that. But I don't think that you can use them for optimization, because the optimization is happening on the ad set level. They do upload offline events to your pixel to give you more data, but they don't give the events to the ad set level for optimization. If they say that, they're lying. The thing with triple whale and all of that is that you can see it in order to know, okay, out of the 5 checkouts, how many sales do we have here on triple whale? 3. Maybe none of them is going to be reported by Meta, but the other thing is that maybe 1 or 2 of them is going to be reported. So you get an idea from this how many sales you are going to get. That's with the triple whale. I think I had another question about this here at the end, maybe, because I did have it here. Yeah, so he's asking, hello Konstantinos, a question please. Is this purchase ratio not related with the cost or the niche of the product you sell? Will you have the same ratio if you sell a beauty product with 5 euros and a cell phone that costs 199 euros? Thanks in advance. Of course, you're not going to have the same purchase ratio. The problem over here, a lot of times, I don't know how else to explain it on the videos. All of these are examples. It doesn't mean that in your ad account you need to have 2 checkouts and 1 purchase, for example, like the example that I gave, or the example that you have seen in one of my videos. Of course, you can have other items. I have ad accounts that they have 3 checkouts, 1 purchase, 4 checkouts, 1 purchase. You just try to find the standard thing of the ad account and how it operates. If now you're not profitable, you start researching also if this ratio is good or bad. But if you're profitable, of course, you're saying that this is the situation that I'm profitable in, so maybe I'm having 4 checkouts, 1 purchase, but since it's working, it's fine. It doesn't mean that all of the other accounts need to have 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. And of course, if we talk about high ticket items, they never do. So yes, it really matters what you're selling. Next one, should I use the option of maximize value of conversion in advanced shopping campaign if I only sell 1 product? How much percentage do you set at the existing budget customer cap? So in order to reply this, I must say that if you use the maximize value, basically you have to declare what kind of ROAS you need to get, and it needs a special handling, because then it's like you're operating with a manual bidding campaign. That you're just trying to find the correct ROAS that you should put there in order for it to work. So this is a completely different handling. If you know how to do manual bidding, or if you are experienced, do it. If you want to learn, watch my videos and try to experiment to learn. But it's a completely different campaign, and they cannot tell you if you should use it or not, because it's all about testing. Now, about the percentage that you set on existing customer budget cap, for that I can tell you that most of the times I don't touch it. But at the same time, I'm monitoring the breakdown of results, and I'm seeing the audience segment in the demographics audience segment on the breakdown, and you can see how many people you are targeting from your existing audience. If this is really high, then I might go and control it. But lately, I don't see more than 20% or 25% on retargeting audience on advanced shopping campaigns. Let's go to next one, which is actually a little bit of funny. So we have here Jonathan, not the actual Jonathan, one other viewer of the channel, says, should I trust this? It says, scale your high performance ad set, consider increasing the ad set daily spend by additionally 28.80 or more, and then it has some potential outcomes over here that says 43.20 plus 108%, 33.6 plus 86%, 28.75, 63, based on modeling. First of all, I do reply below, what does your gut tell you? And he did that. So I guess that you do understand that, of course, Meta is going to try to... Meta is not a non-profit organization. Meta is here to make money. So they do serve you that in order for you to spend more money. So this is modeling. They say it's modeling. They don't give you any guarantee that it's going to work. So it's a risk that they want you to take. They say that, okay, given the fact that you have some ads that are working, we believe that if you spend more, you will make more money. If you don't, oops, sorry, we did a mistake, start all over again. No, don't trust them, man. It's based on modeling, and I can tell you that the things that we are doing, scaling with different campaigns, they're much more stable than this. Okay, question. Konstantinos, what's even funnier is that if you look at the comment section of every video that preaches broad, you will always see people making comments like, hey, I've tried interests as well as broad, and interests work better. Can you comment on that? Again, it really depends. Now, if a person goes there with an untrained pixel and he looked at the interest and it worked, yes, of course, the interests have worked. But this doesn't say that broad doesn't work. Broad, it is working, and the ultimate goal of each ad account and targeting is to go to broad targeting and being able to operate there so that you can scale. And yet, they still will come up with some lame excuse to stop running interest campaign and allocate all budget to broad, even though it's not profitable. Yeah, I'm against that because I think that you need. I will never. So if someone comes to me and tells me this thing is working for me, I will never tell them that this is wrong. If it's working, it's working. And the fact is a fact. I will try to understand why it's working for him. I will try to understand if I am doing something wrong. But the fact that it's working, if he's not lying, of course. But the fact that thing is working, it's a fact for him. It's something that he is seeing. So we all have to respect that, shut the up, and just see what he's doing, if he's doing something that we don't do, if we try to interpret it. For example, if someone comes and tells me, I started doing broad targeting since day one with an untrained pixel and it worked perfectly, just this. I will try to ask him which was the country. If he tells me Denmark, okay, then I will say, okay, it makes sense because the Denmark, for example, full potential reach is very small. So even if you do an audience or an interest or whatever, it's still the same. If he comes and tells me that I did this on United States, then I have seen it also, but it's very rare. And with a new pixel, for example. If someone comes and tells me that broad targeting doesn't work for me, I will ask him also because I don't think that broad targeting doesn't work. It does work really well. So it really depends on whom you are talking to. And sadly, when we are doing videos or when we are commenting, we cannot know all of the information, for example, okay? You might, for example, show another account with 2 ROAS and someone can tell you that it's very low ROAS because they're getting with very small spend 5 ROAS, or because they have a high ticket item which is selling. So you cannot just compare. Every case is different and you have to just address it in a different way if you want to be accurate. Okay, next one. This kind of analysis tips from this channel has helped me tremendously in optimizing our campaigns, amongst other things learned from here. Thanks. I would love to see a bit more technical tips, very useful. It's really peering into experts' POV of what they see when optimizing. The reason that I'm putting this here is not just so that I can flex. It's, guys, are you really? I'm putting so many videos with live cases and examples. I don't know how many more I should put. You say a bit more. How many more? All of my videos, they have live accounts. My video editors are close to their limits. I'm hiring most probably another one just to keep doing that because it has a lot of effort to the blurring and all of that. I think there are enough, I guess, but I will keep doing it. Thank you, Konstantinos, for the great gems of knowledge that you're dropping. I have a question. I'm noticing one of my other accounts that the purchase events are way more than the checkouts, around 2 purchases per checkout, and that does not make sense. Hence, does that mean that the devs have implemented the events, made a mistake with the checkout event, or they made a mistake at a different place? As in my option, there has to be a mistake somewhere with the integration. Even though when testing, I see the event triggering. Have you seen a case like this? If you did, do you where usually the problem, do you know, I guess, where the problem usually occurs? Thank you and keep up the great content, long time follower. Long time follower, but I haven't seen you on the comments. Good thing that you're not shy anymore. The thing is that the only thing I replied to you, I know because we had a conversation that this is a dev problem, because I told you, do you see this in volume? So for example, you see 100 checkouts, 200, you see, what's the opposite? 200 checkouts and what else? So if we have more checkouts or less, sorry, my mind is frozen right now. So if we have 100 checkouts and 100 purchases, for example, or if we have 50 checkouts and 150 purchases, for example, this is what you want to say. So the fact that we're having much less checkouts from purchases, while we should have 200 checkouts and 100 purchases. Okay, now I'm unstuck. If you see such a high volume, then you have a problem into your reporting and all of that. I have seen it happening with smaller numbers when people have PayPal, but I know that you don't, as you told me, and they click on the checkout, express checkout with PayPal. This might mean that they might skip the checkout event, but it doesn't happen a lot. So most probably you will be able to see more checkouts from purchases and not more purchases compared to checkouts. Yeah, that's the only case that I want to share with you, that I have seen that checkout is not being reported, and you might have more purchases, but it's happening with very small volume numbers. This is the end of the first part of the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. If you don't want to miss the second half of the podcast, where I'm answering all the remaining questions of the week, visit my Patreon page following the link on the description. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.